I'm Jack Collins. I'm going to be talking about Conan Wayne Hale and his confession to a priest that was caught on video in an interrogation room in a small town in Oregon. That was also being used as a confessional room, among other things, because it was a smaller jail. Wayne Hale was accused of a triple murder of his ex-girlfriend, her new boyfriend, and his friend, who was a witness, all with a baseball bat, and this was out of spite for the ex-girlfriend, and the other two just happened to be. Even though Conan Wayne Hale was not a Catholic man, he requested that a priest be sent into the room to hear his confession, and because they were doing an interrogation prior to the confession to the priest in the room, the videotape was inadvertently run in. So they caught him confessing to a priest. So this was a classic freedom versus order case. The freedom being that Conan Wayne Hale confessed to a priest, and it's a priest's job in religious circumstances or in confession in general to disclose any information that is said. In other words, to not, bring it to light outside of confession. With the order part, it's the part of the law and the police where the evidence was there and that gave them all the reason in the world to be able to convict him. And up until that point, they didn't really have any great evidence, found that would immediately convict him. So this was a order fin in that it would really help the case and show that he did it. While the police wanted to use the confession because it was potentially an immediate conviction for Hale, the priest argued that it was his job to make sure that information did not get out, since it was told in a sacred and confidential manner. So he thought if it got out, he wouldn't be doing his job to make sure the information told to him was disclosed in a proper manner. The police and the DEA were also in a weird position with this case, because if they used it, it would look like they were attacking religion, and of course they got the evidence through the incompetence of not turning off the cameras within the room, but it was also a matter of if they went to court and weren't able to use it because of how it came about, then Conan Wayne Hale would walk, and they'd look like they didn't have enough to put a murder behind the bar. Freedom in this case was won over the order because they decided not to use the evidence because it was going to be too risky to try to get that approved in court, but they did find tons more evidence proving that he murdered the three people, and therefore he got sentenced to the death penalty in late May of 1998.